up, Babs and Besties? On a recent YouTube Live, we made plates. And I came to our little home store here to get some more, but they don't have enough. So I guess we're just gonna have to make some, because I've got a dinner party and we gotta get that table set. On our blog, MyFroggyStuff.blogspot.com, we have two printables for stoneware. One that has 4 plates and serving platters, and another that has a place setting for 2. We have plates, saucers, chargers, and mugs, as well as some printable placemats. I made a printable for flatware, but I'm not entirely certain that it will work. But there's no time like the present to test it out. If you do not wish to print in color, this is what it would look like in grayscale. I think we could get some pretty good results with this as well because we do add painted details. In addition to the printables, we'll be using a glue stick, acrylic paint, paint brushes, recycled paperboard, and clear nail polish. Let's start with the placemat. This one is pretty simple. All we have to do is neatly cut them out, glue them onto paperboard, cardstock, poster board, whatever you like. I'm using a glue stick to glue them to the paperboard, cut them out, glue them onto the paperboard again, and cut them out, and you're done. Super easy. My current table isn't quite large enough. If I want to make a new one, it still has to be able to fit into this box room when it's closed. So I can make a table that is 4 inches wide and about 8 inches long. On foam board, I draw a rectangle to those measurements, cut it out. We're gonna make the easiest little table and cut out some 4 by 5 inch rectangles, cover one side of them with paper, wrapping it around the edges, glue them together, placing the shorter ones onto the ends of the larger one, cover the top with paper to make a very basic table. I'm going to take it a step further and add a little more stability, so I cut a 1-inch strip and I'm going to glue this underneath, going right across the center. Then replace the old table with the new table and add the placemats. And they fit on our new, larger table. Let's cut out the dinner plates next. We have 4 printable plates, and we're actually going to use them to be the front and back of the plate, so we're only going to be making 2 plates. Glue 2 of the printables onto the paperboard, cut them out, then glue the other printable to the back side. Before the glue completely dries, let's go ahead and bend those edges up. Now we do have a little line there you can use as a guide, or you can make them deeper or more shallow. It's up to you. I'm gonna keep mine pretty thin because I just don't want it to like curl or ruffle a lot. However, if it does ruffle, that's okay too, because these are supposed to kind of look like handmade plates. So imperfections are okay, y'all. All right, that looks pretty good. Repeat for the second plate. Let's use a little gold paint and paint the edges. What I like to do is to stick the plate onto like an object, like an old glue stick or a block with a little bit of poster putty. That way my fingers don't get in the way. Let it dry, then add a second coat if needed. And I'm just using the paint to try to fill in those little cracks. While waiting for those to dry, let's cut out the chargers. We can glue them onto paperboard, or we can glue them onto cardstock. I'm gonna glue these onto cardstock. Cut it out and repeat a few times to make it thicker, then place them onto the placemat. The gold paint on our plates is dry, so let's add a layer of nail polish. I'm using clear Insta-Dry nail polish. This is going to add a protective coating onto our plate just to make it a little bit more durable, and it'll add a shine. Once dried, we have some nice little shiny plates. Place them onto the chargers And let's move on to the saucers, which are just like the dinner plates but smaller. So we cut them out. When we are making these plates, if you are using recycled paperboard, the side that you use for the front of the plate or the top of the plate does matter. If you use the side with a lot of images, when you go to add the nail polish, the image underneath might shine through. So I make sure that the top of my plate is the plain side of the paperboard. I glue down the top of the plate, cut it out, then glue on the back side of the plate, bend the edges, attach the plate to our little stand, and now we can add those gold details. This plate has a different pattern than the previous one, so we're gonna just add some gold veins right around the areas where it separates. I'm using a thinner brush, and I'm just gonna kind of follow some of those lines, trying to be neat, but it's okay if we're not incredibly neat, you know, because nature is kind of random. And that's just gonna add a fun little detail. Paint the edges just like before, then cover it with a layer of nail polish. Once dried, we can add them to the table. On our second printable, we have the serving platters in two shapes. We have rectangles and we have ovals. That's a square. This is totally not a square. My bad. I'll fix that. This printable will make 4 platters, a large rectangle, a smaller rectangle, a large oval, and a smaller oval, as well as 4 plates. The instructions are the same, just cut them out, glue them onto paperboard, cut them out, glue on the back, bend the edges, add the gold, add a few coats of clear polish to make matching platters. And they're kind of perfect for our little grilled tofu kebabs. Place it on the table for the dolls to enjoy. Place blue tack or poster putty on the excess plates, and we can store them on the shelves in our kitchen. On our first printable, we still have mugs to make. We have 2 long paper strips and then the outside of our mug. Cut the strips. For the mug, we need 1 white strip, the stone printable, and some poster board or cardstock. Roll the white strip around a cylinder. I'm using chapstick, gluing along the way. Add the stone printable, and you can pick which part of the printable you wish to use. Add glue to the edge of the paper and push it onto cardstock or poster board. I have a little bit of the stone printable left over, so I'm just gonna fold it a few times. Secure the end with glue. This is measuring about 1 1/4 inches. Bend the ends, and then we're gonna just kind of curl it to make a paper handle. Cut off the excess around the cylinder, glue on the handle, add the gold, cover with polish. Oops, just dropped some on my table. To make a matching mug. The last thing on our printable is the silverware. I'm not certain if this one is going to work, but we're gonna try it anyway. Cut them out, glue them onto paperboard or cardstock. I'm gonna use some leftover cardstock. I don't think the color matters all that much because we're gonna paint it. But now let's cut out each individual item, paint the front and back. I painted one side, allowed it to dry, then I painted the other, and I'm very generous with the paint. We're kind of allowing it to cool a little. Once dried, let's bend the fork and the spoon. Let's add some nail polish to make paper silverware. I don't know, they're a little on the clunky side, but they do work and the nail polish makes them pretty sturdy. Place them onto the placemat to complete our table setting for 2. This is a fairly easy project. The plates and platters are pretty durable. Since they're made out of paper, you don't have to worry about them shattering if you accidentally drop one. And if more guests arrive at the party, we can always print more. All right, now that we have the dishes, we just need to find somebody who can cook. But that's a problem for another day. Thank you for joining us while we made a table setting for our dolls. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff and the Frog Vlog. And we will see you next time. Bye!